And welcome back to another video. This is CryptoKoinz, and do I have a special video today? I've been talking with a piston-token development team, and they gave me a sneak preview of the application. I don't have much, but I do have two screenshots of how the piston-token airdrop will work. So we're going to take a look at that. Also, the piston-token team had an MAA today. I will be playing the full MAA after we look at the user interface of piston-token. I'm really excited about this project. It's been highly anticipated. The pre-sale sells out in seconds, and the team is experienced with these type of complex application. I really like how my diamond team runs, and piston-token is going to be no different. Let's go over the screenshots I'm able to share. I'm super excited. I talked to the development team about what they're developing for the site. I did not talk to the team about their future plans of the token. So this has everything to do with the app. So here is how the menu will look. At the top, you'll have the start, raise, swap, airdrop, and pick crew menu buttons. And this is the airdrop button. Here you would connect your wallet, and this is what it looks like. Here is how many piston tokens you received and how many you've sent. Here is to send the airdrop, and here's your pick crew. And that is the interface for the airdrop. Pretty nice there. They're going to add more functions. I like the simplicity of the site, and it looks very smooth. And this is the second screenshot I'm able to share. Once you do send that airdrop, this is the window that pops up, and it says airdrop has been sent successfully. And then it shows who sent it, the amount of tokens, and that is that screen. So that's about as much as I can share. After talking with the team, I feel even more confident for the longevity of the project. I'm definitely going to invest more than I normally would in this project. And also make sure to join my Discord. I will be creating a piston token team. So if you want to join my team, join my Discord. I have a dedicated channel for piston token. As soon as I create that team, I'll come back to these videos and put my team address under the description of this video. And that is the latest out of the piston token team. This is going to launch in 2 days, April 3rd. And I feel fortunate enough to be able to see some of their developments. Now for the rest of the video, I'm going to leave the piston token MAA that happened this morning. That's going to do it for this one. Guys, thank you very much. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. Hit the notification bell for more money-making opportunities just like this. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. I will leave the MAA playing for the rest of the video now.
All right, everybody, let's get this started. Hope everybody's having a good day. So real quick, just for anybody who joined in after, I just told everybody that we're going to be hanging out for a couple minutes to give everybody time to get in. So I'm not going to go over everything about Piston. To kick this off, the white paper is available on the website for everybody to read. I just want to touch on a couple of points that make Piston different than other ROI systems that are out there. So the first one, which is the big one for me, myself, is that you can only compound 5 times your deposits in the Piston. So that causes you, if you deposit it, it's in the white paper, but if you deposit 100 piston, you can compound that up to 500 piston. And then at that point, you still get your 365% on that 500 piston now. So which that actually comes out to about 1825 total piston that you would be able to withdraw. That's one of my big, that to me is one of the things that's going to make this system much more sustainable than other ROI systems that are out there, because what you'll have to do is you're going to have to build in manual compounds into your daily routines. So what do manual compounds do? One, this is how they work, is you take your daily ROI, you withdraw it, and then you actually redeposit it. So what that does, like manual compounds, what they do is basically force you to withdraw it. That gets taxed 10%, and then you redeposit it, and it also gets taxed again. So that keeps some of the taxes inside the contract. And if you are doing this, that's going to help make our contract stronger, and allow it to be more sustainable and have a longer lifespan. That's what other systems that are out there, these ROI systems, they don't have this mechanism in there. And what happens is you get people that put in a certain amount, and like say if this didn't have it, they put in 100 piston. If this wasn't there, you could take that 100 piston and just compound it indefinitely until it became a huge bag, and now you're collecting daily ROI on this ridiculous sized bag that you've never paid any additional taxes into the system. Like, there's been nothing gone into the system, and you've just been basically leeching the system. So now you can start withdrawing, and that's what has led to bleeding on other systems. So what we're trying to do, what the team is trying to do, I am just real quick, just to put that out for clarification. I'm just an investor like the rest of yous. Tony and Sam, they're the developers, and they have their team, the other team, for helping out with UI and stuff like that. So just want you to understand, like, these other systems that are out there, they don't have this mechanism in there, and that's going to be huge for helping out with keeping the sustainability in this system and having it go much longer lifespan than what we're seeing in some of these other ROI systems. Another thing that I like about this is that you buy one token. You're going to buy piston token. Now you're going to have two spots to put it. You're going to either put it into the race, and if you are planning on building a team, you will also be able to put it into your pit crew levels. And the way that works is, this is another nice mechanism here. It's going to be based on the dollar value of the piston at the time. So each level has a different dollar value that you're going to have to deposit in piston tokens. And those are available. I'm not going to go through all the levels, but they're available in the white paper. But just so you understand, level 1 right now is $100 worth of piston. If that were when we first launched at $3, you were able to buy it right then. It would be 33 piston, right? So in order, but you got to understand, so that's based on price. Now, if price were to 10x, when you went to go do your levels, so now piston's worth $30, you're only looking at having to deposit 3 piston into that to get that first level. Okay, so it's based on the value of the piston token. The cost is flat. It's always $100, regardless of what the piston token is. The piston token price just determines how many of the piston tokens you need to submit and to build your crew levels. So that's pretty cool, because that means people coming down the road later on, if the price of the token's up, say $100, they only have to put 1 piston token in order to get that first level. It makes it so people can, build their levels later on if they need it, like if they get in later. So that's another nice feature of this system. Other systems require you to buy other tokens, and you have to have a certain amount. It doesn't matter what the price of that token is. Somebody could have gotten the same amount of levels for a fraction of what you paid. So this is nice because it gives everybody a chance to get in later and build their levels out. And we also have the whale taxes, which are covered really well within the white paper also. I don't want to get too far into that, but there's pretty substantial whale tax in here built in, so that will help also with bleeding the system later on when people have gotten to the point where they've been compounding their bags down the road, and they have big piston bags. There's mechanisms in here to help ease the pain that the system will, take when they start withdrawing. So it's all about just maintaining the system, making it strong, and increasing the sustainability. We'll have the same features of airdrops that most people are familiar with within these ROI systems. The round robin will be there for your pit crew. So with that, I'm going to just ask Tony if Tony has anything he wants to say before we get into questions, because I want to get right into the questions. I know there's going to be a lot of them, and I think that's going to be more valuable for us to spend our time answering questions versus just going over what's in the white paper. But Tony, I just real quick wanted to ask you if you have anything to say. Go ahead, and before we get into questions.
Hey guys, very good, Philly, very good. I just want to say that also one big thing here is that 10% from deposit that in other ROI platforms go straight to
Tony?
your upline.
Hey Tony, what you call it? I just wanted to say I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you. I don't know if the rest of the group is. Your microphone sounds real quiet.
Is now okay? Hello? Philly, is now okay?
I can hear him all right.
It's just on my end. Sorry about that, Tony.
No problem, no problem. Where I stopped. Okay, in other ROI platforms, goes 10% from your deposit to your upline. Here we have 5% to upline, a 5% to contract balance, and that will also help for sustainability. And also we have on taxing for reinvesting, we have 3%, and others have more. So I think that we have much better sustainability.
We had good points there, Tony. I should have covered that in the when I was talking. All right, so real quick, looks like we can go ahead. We got a couple questions here, so I'm gonna start unmuting people and letting you ask your questions. All right, Diamond, I'm going to unmute you. You're unmuted. Go ahead and unmute yourself and feel free to ask your question. Diamond, are you there? You had your hand raised. I unmuted you. If you want to ask a question, you just got to unmute yourself. Okay. I am going. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right. Here we go. All right. I'm going to go with balls deep. You had your hand raised. I'm going to unmute you. Go ahead and ask your question, man.
Hey guys, first of all, I want to say, man, I'm already in love with the project. Can't wait for the launch and everything, and to also buy more, to my heart's content. So, but yeah, the first question I have is that in the future, I've been checking out the website and everything and the docs, but in the future, will you guys ever have a second token?
No, we didn't plan for now.
Okay, and do you guys have any plans to expound or turn piston eventually in an ecosystem or have NFTs, anything like that in the future?
Yeah. Of course, we have good plans, and soon we're gonna announce something. I think that we're gonna have some partnership soon, what will help also for Piston to raise in price.
Good. One more thing. Which region is the devs from? Like,
Europe.
oh, okay, cool. Again, man, as I said, man, I'm hyped up. Can't wait for the launch, and good luck to us all. Okay.
Yeah. Good luck. Thanks.
All right, no problem.
All right, Defy Rebel, I'm going to unmute you. You are unmuted. Go ahead and ask your question, man.
Hey, Tony. Sam, thank you guys for all your hard work. Just bullish on this project. Can't wait for the launch. Quick question. Question is, when or what time, or do you have the time that we'll be able to go into the Piston site and claim our tokens from the pre-sales?
Yeah. It will be in same time that we will gonna add liquidity on PancakeSwap. So when timer is out, you can claim tokens soon after we add the liquidity on PancakeSwap.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys. Really bullish. So can't wait for Sunday.
I think we're all feeling that, man. None of us can wait. All right. CryptoCK, you are next. I'm muting you. Go ahead and ask your question, man.
Good day, everyone. I just wanted to ask, is there going to be any token like, the drip, like the BREP 20, something like that you have to hold before you can create a team?
What? I didn't understand.
Like, is there going to be any token to hold, or are you going to hold some amount of piston to be able to create a team?
CryptoCK, listen, I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you. Your mic's real low, and I don't think that's me this time.
I said, is there any token here that we are supposed to hold to be able to create a team?
Oh, okay. All right. No, so I'm just gonna mute you for a second because I'm getting feedback. All right, so Crypto, no, what you'll do is you're gonna buy Piston token, and say your full bag, you're buying 200 tokens, correct? So you decide what you're going to do is you're going to have 2 spots to deposit those tokens. You're going to be able to enter some of them into the race, which is the part where you earn your ROI on, and then you'll also, or you could put them into your to buy your pit crew levels on the website. So it's 1 token but 2 spots to deposit it. And that's what I was just covering as far as being able to buy those crew levels. The first crew level is $100 worth of piston, but piston right now at launch is going to be $3. So that's going to be 33 tokens to buy your first level. But if piston goes up to $30, say 5 minutes into the launch, it's sitting at $30 already. Well, now that it's at $30, you're only going to need to put in 3 piston tokens. So do you understand how that's going to work there? It's 1 token, but 2 spots within the website that you'll be able to put them. 1 will be for ROI and 1 will be for building your teams. I'm just going to unmute you again. So do you get that, Crypto?
Yeah, I totally get that. Like, that is really smart because it will be put more buying pressure on the piston and make the price constantly going up. But I still have another question. Like, are there going to be anti-bot measures? Because several people I talked with, they are scared of bots when buying at launch, so they don't get wrecked.
Yes, there's been a lot of conversation, and there's some really good plans for bot protection on the launch. I can't go into the details on that because, obviously you don't want to give out our game plan what the dev's game plan is for protecting the liquidity and everything else and making sure that we have a successful launch. But yes, I can tell you this much, that in the war room, talking with the group and discussing things, there is some serious bot protection being planned. And just a heads up, do not plan on using a bot, you will get wrecked. You will lose your money. That's just a forewarning. I'm putting it out there, and there will not be any, feeling bad for anybody, or if you were a bot and you got caught botting and you lose your funds, they're lost. The team's not going to be refunding anybody who gets caught up in the bot protection. So, do it the right way. It's going to be available in PancakeSwap. Buy your tokens in PancakeSwap. You do it any other way, you're putting yourself at risk of getting caught up in the bot protection. That's the only thing I can tell you is, be smart about things. Don't try and be greedy and do anything stupid. You will lose your funds.
Okay, thanks. I really understand.
All right. I believe Crypto Master was the next person in line. So let me unmute you, Crypto Master. Go ahead and speak, Crypto. You're good. Crypto Master, you just need to unmute yourself now in order to talk. I'll give you a couple more seconds to unmute yourself. If you don't, I'm going to have to move on to the next person. All right. Going to go with where'd they go? All right. I'm going to go with Snazzy's Crypto. You are next to speak. You are unmuted. Go ahead and ask whatever you got to ask. Snazzy's Crypto, you're unmuted. You can just unmute yourself to talk.
All right, there we go. Hey, this will be quick. I don't have a question. I just want to say thank you, Philly, for all the great work you're doing for the community here. I want to say thanks to Sam and Tony and all the admin staff for all the hard work you guys are doing. Really appreciate it for all your honesty, your transparency, everything that you guys are doing. You guys are doing great. Keep up the hard work, and thanks. Vroom, guys.
Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, thanks, Sanzi. And thank you for being active in the chat and helping people out. I see you answering questions and helping out in there all the time. All right. Crypto Master, I saw you unmuted yourself. Did you want to ask your question?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Hey, thanks, Tony, for this amazing project and giving us the opportunity to be part of it. I really love the UI and the sustainability of the project. I had a couple of questions. So when you go into buy into PancakeSwap, and so the max you can buy is 5,000 tokens. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that 5,000 tokens will be max.
Got it. And I really applaud the bot protection in V2. I know it was kind of frustrating for a lot of people, but I think protecting investors' money is much more important than giving out the money to the bots. So thanks for that.
No problem. Thanks.
Yeah, everybody has to understand. I mean, sometimes things don't go as as well as you would hope that they do, but the bot protection is pretty much paramount in any of these tokens anymore. The bots are just unreal. So protecting your project is, the top of the chain as far as importance. And sometimes they have to do things to, maybe it hurts a couple investors, but you have to understand this is to protect everybody's investment. And it sucks for some people that got kind of caught up with the timing and things like that. We understand your frustration with that, but it's about the overall project, and it's to make sure that nobody's investment gets hurt because of bots. So they're doing everything they can to protect against them. Sam is kind of a whiz. Some of the stuff he comes up with and talks about, is just totally impressive. So he's a whiz on this stuff, and he's doing everything he can to make sure that bots don't, the scrupulous people out there trying to hurt our system and hurt our investment. He's trying to protect us as much from that as possible. So if we have to deal with a little inconvenience and things like that, it is what it is, but it's all about protecting everybody. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to open this up to Cisco Bullish Crew. You are the next. Actually, I'm sorry, Rodolfo. I believe I've seen you waiting for a while. So let me go to Rodolfo first here. Rodolfo, you are unmuted. Go ahead and ask your question.
Hey guys, hope everything is well. First of all, thank you, Philly. Thank you, Sam, and thank you, Tony and Nigel, also for being very transparent and always giving us information and replying to our questions. My question is pretty simple regarding the 3% that will be distributed into marketing. What type of plan do you guys have for marketing, and how we're going to grow this community and this project so it becomes sustainable in the long run?
Hey, Rodolfo. This 3%, I think that people didn't understand good. We're gonna have 3% only on sale, because everybody will, after we add swapper on web, everybody will start to buying on web. So there is no tax. So we don't have this 3%. That is first. Yeah. And second, yeah, we're gonna use for next projects that will help Piston. And also, we need money for listing on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, new influencers. I can't tell you now. I can tell you in message what I gonna do after lunch.
Okay, no problem. Sounds good. Anyway, I'm also, just to let you guys know, I'm also quite involved in motorsports. I'm a race car driver myself, so of course this project is quite special because it involves cars, and the team and everything is pretty cool, something that I'm really interested. So if in the future we also have a way to work and I can help you guys out, that will be a pleasure. And let's hope we have a good launch, a good platform, and that we all can generate some passive income and keep the project running for the long time. Thank you, guys. That was basically it.
You can have a big sticker of Piston on your car.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I probably cannot run it in the car because of my commitments with the brand, but I can possibly run it on my helmet visor and on my helmet, and that always gets a bit of exposure.
Wow. Can you DM me after this AMA?
Yeah, sure. We can keep in touch.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, guys, and all the best. Let's hope we get a good project going. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Awesome, Rodolfo. Thanks, man. All right. Okay. The next person with the raised hand. If I noticed that TG, sometimes when you raise your hand, it ends up putting it down basically. So if you had your hand raised before, just check, make sure you don't need to raise it again. I only got 2 right now. So Crypto Hunter, go ahead and ask your question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Okay. I think this project is going to be great. One of the best in space. And I would like to ask about the process of adding the liquidity and the launch. It will be available for a purchase only from PancakeSwap or also from Piston side at the same time, or maybe first at PancakeSwap and later in 1 or a few days in the Piston side as well. What is the plan?
So the way this is going to work is it's going to first be available within PancakeSwap. After the contract's been launched and liquidity's added, PancakeSwap will go live. So at that point, you're going to be able to start purchasing the token in PancakeSwap. All the pre-sale tokens will be claimable at that point. And then right after the launch of PancakeSwap, it'll be launch on PancakeSwap. It becomes available to buy. Then you'll be able to claim. And then an hour later, after it launched on PancakeSwap, the website's going to open up. So you're going to be able to take your piston tokens and start either entering them into the race and building your crew levels and everything else like that within the system on the website. So it'll be an hour of buying going on in PancakeSwap before the website becomes live for everybody to start actually entering the race. Does that answer your question?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Another quick question.
Diamond, I'm going to have to
that
mute you
as well.
for a second, okay?
What slippage do you recommend for us that we want to purchase some pistons, because we were not so lucky or so quick enough to go from the pre-sales? What slippage do you recommend for us? Something huge, 50%, 100%?
Well, you definitely don't want to go 100%, because you're not going to get anything if you get pushed up that high. Yeah, I don't like actually telling people what to do. It's not really a good idea, because I get worried that, you might get it, depending upon when you get in. I don't want to see you end up buying a top, because you had your slippage too high and you got in a little late on the jump, and next time you buy a top and you're upset with me personally. So, but I will tell you what I usually do, okay? And this is just what I do when I'm buying a launch. This is not necessarily the advice or anything like that. I'm just letting you know how I handle things. I usually set my slippage maybe about 35% or 40, depending upon how hyped the launch is. I'll set my slippage around 35% or maybe a little bit higher, and try and buy it as soon as it goes live. If that first transaction fails, I usually wait a little bit and try and buy it again, because I'm worried. A lot of times I'm worried about that first initial jump and then buying the top of the first candle and then it coming down a little bit, because you're going to have a little bit of paper hands with their pre-sales. I mean, some people flip tokens. I don't know. And we have no idea. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't know how people are going to play this. Some people might try and flip the token for a price on, they want to try and get 5x and they're happy with that, and they sell their tokens that they got pre-sale for that. But they're done at that point. They're not going to earn on this system. And a lot of people know about these systems now. They understand how they work. They understand the real payoff is actually getting into the system, making the money that the system actually creates for you. Because as this token price builds up over time, it's going to cost more to actually get into the system. And those that are already in it from the get-go, from launch, they're going to be enjoying those ROI reflection, like that ROI that they're getting at a higher token price. So now, maybe your ROI is one piston a day. Well, that one piston a day might be $75, $100 down the road. That's not a bad return on just getting your one piston a day. That's all relative to how big your bag is and everything, obviously. But I would say, like in these situations, you don't know how people are going to. This is a very hype project, obviously. We don't know how people are going to play it. There might not be a lot of sell pressure. People might be just holding on to what they got and adding to it. I know a lot of people that got into pre-sale that was only a small portion of what they're planning on putting into the system. So they're going to be throwing bags in here. They're going to be picking their entry points. But in the very beginning, that very first 30 seconds of launch, you're going to need a high slippage in order to get your transaction through, because there's going to be so much volatility going on with the price action on the token. So until it stabilizes, you're going to need to have a high slippage in order to get your transactions through. Once it stabilizes, you're looking at probably about 12% slippage. There's 10% taxes, so 12% slippage will allow your transaction to go through if there's not a lot of buying and selling going on, and there's not volatility. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. All right. I got one more, Diamond. Diamond, I'm going to allow you to speak again here. You're unmuted. Diamond, you are unmuted. If you want to talk, just hit your unmute button. All right. Okay, Diamond. As I don't have any more hands up. Can everybody check if you had a question? Please put your hand up. All right, Brill, you were the first one up. I am going to allow you to speak. Go ahead, Brill. You are open.
Hey, hi guys. Just like to clarify on the pit crew. So you mentioned that it's based on value like $100 on level 1. So does it mean that you will level up and level down depending on the price of the token
No.
automatically?
Okay, so
Or
it's at the time that it's based on the value of the piston token at the time that you actually buy the pit crew level. So
okay.
if you were to put it, if the cost of the token is $3 when you go to buy your pit crew level, you're going to have to put in 33 piston. If it's $30 when you go to buy your pit crew level, it's only going to be 3 tokens. But if you bought it when it was if you bought your pit crew level at 33 when it was only $3 and you had to put 33 piston in, that's what it costs when you go in. So it's a one-time cost when you enter. It depends on what the token is at the time that you're buying the pit crew level. It doesn't scale based on the price going up. So if you buy your pit crew level when it's $3, you've already bought your pit crew level. It's not going to scale up. Those 33 piston that you bought for level 1 isn't going to buy you extra levels as the token price goes up. Does that cut? Do you understand what I'm saying there?
Right. So technically speaking, you could be paying like 3 tokens for one level and 10 tokens for the next level, depending on the price at that point in time.
Correct. Right. Yeah. So it all depends. It's at the time you're buying the pit crew level is when it determines how much it's going to cost the level, and then that's it. You're not going to gain levels if the price goes up and those piston become worth more.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, sure, no problem. All right. Next person was Tassos. You are unmuted. Feel free to ask your question.
Hello, nice to meet you all. I don't know if they said that already. I know with downlines what happened, but when I deposit, for example, 5,000 BUSD, the next the next redeposit, how can I know how downlines I will have? Is there any place that I can know how many BUSD I deposit every time to know how many downlines I will have?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead, Tony. You can answer that one.
Yeah. You will know there will be value in BUSD. So you will know how much lines did you unlock.
Okay, this is it, because I know, okay, there's no other token to know how many tokens you have, but BUSD value, every time I will know how many I deposit.
Yeah.
To know
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
You will know if you did deposit in start when piston is, let's say, on $5 and you deposit 200 piston, you'll have there 1,000 BUSD. So you will have unlocked, I don't know, I don't have a white paper in front of me. You will have unlocked maybe 5 lines.
You would have 5 levels like at that point because it's $900 for the level 5.
Yeah, okay, I understand, no problem with that. That was the question. If we know, for example, we want $50 more to redeposit to have extra downline, or we don't exactly? That was okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I feel you. Did you understand this last?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I understood it. Yeah. All right, so I got Sahil. You are, I probably messed up your name, but go ahead. You are allowed to speak now.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yep,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yep. So when I first heard about Piston, I was a little skeptical about this, but every day I've been, going through the Telegram group and watching videos about this, and my opinion has, it's pretty much changed, and I'm definitely going to invest in Piston. So thanks for that, guys. My question is, like, actually, I'm not too well versed with this universe, but I just have a question with regards to the max payout. So I know there's a similar one with drip where they have 100,000 a max payout, 100,000 drip. But in this case, in Piston, I read that it is 50,000 Piston. So I'm just wondering whether that creates an early sell pressure. I'm not too familiar with the economics of such kind of things, but I was just wondering if by setting the max payout at 50,000 Piston, does that create an early sell pressure in the system?
No, I would say no, because if 50,000 tokens is going to be pretty hard to come by, and we are limiting the number of tokens that one wallet can have in the beginning of the system being launched. We're limiting that to 50 or to 5,000 tokens. So the 5,000 tokens, they can compound that up to 25,000, but at that point, they're going to have to start doing manual compounds. So, Tony, you want to talk on that a little bit, as far as it becoming too much of a drain too quickly?
Yeah. Okay, it will be hard.
I'm listening into this AMA, so I'm going to finish it up while I'm working on VITs, and I'll call you back.
I took care of it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Where did it stop? Okay. These 50,000 people piston will be hard to get, because if you enter in a contract with 5,000 piston, you need to compound for, let's say, maybe 3-4 months to get maybe 3 times to come on 15,000 piston, and then you need to claim 1 year to claim out 50,000 piston. So it will be a long time.
Okay, I understand. Thank you so much, guys.
And also you have a well tax for every second, for in 10 lines. Did you see in white paper? You have every 5K another 5% tax on your claim amount. So it will help to contract for sure.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for clarifying. Good luck, guys.
Sure thing.
Thanks.
All right. Let me go back down. Cisco, I am allowing you to speak. Go ahead. Cisco, I unmuted you. You just got to unmute yourself. I don't know if you're talking or not. It's not. Nothing's coming through on our end, bud. All right, Cisco, I'm gonna have to mute you. Just raise your hand again if if you want to try speaking, if you figure out what's up with your microphone. All right, Amar, I am going to unmute you. You are free to speak. Go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, hello, sir. Sir, actually, unfortunately, I missed the pre-sale race. Sir, now I decided to buy on TCS. Sir, is there will be some anti-bot measures during TCS so that I can buy manually or from your sites?
Yeah, I already talked about the bot measures. I'm not giving details on what we're doing to protect against bots, but there will be anti-bot measures enforced on this, and these guys are pretty slick on what they're planning on doing. So the only thing I could tell everybody is use PancakeSwap to purchase within that first hour before the website's available. Do not do anything other than purchase through PancakeSwap. Otherwise, you are going to get wrecked and lose your funds. So that's my only warning to everybody. Anybody thinking about using a bot, that's the only thing I can say is don't do it. You're going to lose your funds, and yeah, there will be anti-bot put into effect.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure. All right, Diamond, I'm going to give you another shot here. Let's see if you got it working yet. Diamond, go ahead. You are unmuted. You can unmute yourself if you have a question. Diamond, you are unmuted. If you have a question, please unmute yourself and go ahead.
Maybe his mic don't work. Maybe he can ask in chat.
Yeah, Diamond, if you're having trouble with your mic, go ahead and ask in the chat, and we will try and answer it. Okay. Let me just jump down, make sure I'm keeping an eye on it. Who was just speaking? Was that you, Diamond? Did you get through?
Restricted.
I can hear you a little bit, but you're cutting out.
Got restricted.
Okay, Diamond will ask in chat.
Yeah, go ahead and ask in chat, Diamond, if you have a question. All right, we'll come back to, we'll find out what Diamond wanted. Okay, so Hamza and Kay, I am unmuting you. Go ahead and ask your question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. How you doing?
Okay. Fine, thanks.
Hello.
I have just a question for like someone who has really fast internet and really fast everything, and he buys from, and he was able to buy really fast. Is there a chance that he will be considered as a bot or something?
No, if you're buying through PancakeSwap, and we've been told that it's okay to buy, then you will not have any issues with being caught up as a bot. Okay, they have their ways of figuring out what a bot, like who's using a bot, what a bot, if it's a bot buy and whatnot. They're going to be handling that. If you're using traditional measures of just going through PancakeSwap like a normal user should be, you're not going to be flagged as a bot. So just make sure you're using the PancakeSwap interface just like everybody should be doing, and you don't have anything to worry about.
Okay, thanks.
Sure thing. Okay, Abdullah, you've been waiting. Let me unmute you. Go ahead, Abdullah. You are unmuted.
Hey guys, how's it going? I just had
going?
a quick question regarding the Piston project and comparing it to other projects that have been going on this year. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people here, including myself and a couple of my friends that are thinking about joining Piston, is that a lot of these projects where they require you to lock in your funds, lend your money, etc., end up being, fraud, exit scams, rug pulls. And it's kind of frustrating for a lot of the people who end up losing a lot of their money and have their trust, broken. So my question is, what I know nothing can guarantee security, and I understand the crypto world is like similar to a jungle, but is there anything you guys can tell us that would at least build our trust in the project more? And thank you for your time.
All right. Actually, Tony, I'm gonna just say a few words on this, and then you can follow up on anything.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So as far as you kind of listed a couple of things there. You said scams and rug pulls. There's the exit, where basically all the early birds that got in, built big bags, are basically exiting, and people coming in at near the end there when they got their big bags, and you got all these big whales out there sucking all the funds out of the system. So basically, the new people are the exit liquidity. So I understand what you're saying, and I see that in other systems. So just to speak about the exit liquidity, just to touch on that. What we have here is the 5x compound. Abdul, I'm just going to mute you for a second if you don't mind. I'm getting feedback. Yeah. Okay. Actually, can you just mute yourself for a second, because I don't want to put your hand like where you can't.
Right.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So as far as the exit liquidity, the way they have this built, they have the 5x compound. You can only 5x 5 times on your deposits. You can only compound up to 5x. That keeps people from putting in big bags and just compounding indefinitely and building a monster bag. Okay, so they can compound up to 5 times. Then they're going to be forced to do a manual compound. If they were smart, they were probably building manual compounds into their daily routines within a week. So it's probably like compound, do a manual compound, and then a couple more compounds for the week. They were probably, that would be the way to play it. So you're pushing down the number of like your 5x wall farther down the road. But just so they understand, they have to do these manual compounds. They're not going to be able to compound indefinitely and build these monster bags. Doing the manual compounds forces them to pull out funds, as they basically have to withdraw, which is being taxed, and then they have to redeposit. That's a manual compound is. So there's 2 taxes that they're going to have to pay doing a manual compound. So that helps the taxes help keep some of that money in the system. And on top of that, they also we're going to have those whale taxes. And they're pretty hefty whale taxes. So you have to look at, I believe it's like page 11 of the white paper, covers the whale taxes. So up to the first 5,000 piston that you claim out of the system, you're just going to get the standard 10% tax. Every 5,000 piston after that, you're going to get bumped up in the taxes that it's going to cost you on your withdrawals. So for, say, the first 5,000, you're going to pay the normal standard 10%. Once you go from 5,000 to 9,999, you're going to pay 15% tax on your withdrawals. After you've gone up to the next level from 10,000 to 15,000, you're going to be paying 20%. Okay, so those taxes, your withdrawal taxes are going to go up exponentially. Well, they're going to go up 5% every time you break one of these 5,000 levels. So as those whales start withdrawing later on, there's going to be a lot of that is going to be taxes back into the contract. So does that help you as far as just talking about exit liquidity? Because I also want to touch on the team itself. So does that answer your question for the exit liquidity?
Yeah. I just wanted to say that I think the tokenomics and the way the tax works is actually quite brilliant. But yes, the main focus was mainly on the team and the authenticity of the project itself. And if there's anything you guys could provide, the investors, if there's anything you guys can promise us that would help build more trust. Thank you.
You want to ask about security, about
yes.
Why we didn't dox it or something? Yeah, something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. First, we're gonna have audit, multiple audit, minimum from 3 companies. That is Solidity Finance, TechRate, and Shellboxes. Also, we sent a contract to Immunefi, Bugs Bounty Hunters.
Sorry to interrupt you, man. With all due respect, I'm not really understanding the accent.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Although
it's just that the volume is quite low, and I can't really understand the accent.
Okay, I will try to go slowly. We're gonna have 3 audits for piston race. One is Solidity Finance, second is TechRate, and third is Shellboxes. Also, we sent contract on audit and check at Immunefi. That's our Bugs Bounty Hunters. That is one side. And second side, for security, we're gonna have Gnosis, because we have upgradable contract. We're gonna have a Gnosis with 2 big YouTubers, and 2 members from team, so that we can't do nothing without their signature. Okay?
So you're saying your collaboration with these YouTubers is you're actually going in, getting a contract with them, and that will limit the decisions that you guys can make?
Yes. We're gonna need 3 signatures for something to upgrade or to do something. And that we can do. We're gonna be here, me and Sam, and in other side, 2 YouTubers. So we need a signature from them to do something.
Yeah, just so it's clear though, they're not just random YouTubers. They're actually tightly knit with the team. They're not. This isn't just like we went out and grabbed a couple YouTubers. They're tightly knit with the group, and they're part of the team in the back room. So you understand that. It's just Tony's making it a point that they are YouTubers, but they're part of the team in the back room.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. And Abdul, I just want to touch on the team itself. I just want to make a couple of points, and some people in Piston here might not know this because you weren't around for NDT. And there's a lot of people in the Piston chat. So just to kind of give a little background of some things, that my Diamond team, Tony and Sam, they also have another token. Well, not another token. It's another system, which is based on BNB, which is an ROI system called My Diamond Team. The first version of that was launched. Everything was working great. And then there was somebody figured out a loophole within that contract that the funds were safe, but what they ended up being able to do is reset. They could manually reset a person's ROI by dropping a zero BNB airdrop to that person, which would basically cause their ROI that was built up that they hadn't compounded or claimed yet to reset. So the counter basically reset. That was an annoyance, and it drove us investors, a lot of people crazy. And they also had to set up a bot on the contract that when people tried to withdraw with the standard gas fees, it would cause the transaction to fail. So they ended up, that guy was trying to, blackmail basically Tony and Sam and said, hey, listen, I'm going to keep doing this unless you guys give me X amount of dollars. I forget what it was, but he was basically trying to blackmail them that he was going to keep doing it until they paid up. They ended up saying, screw you, we're not going to do that. locked the contract up. People, the money that was in there, everybody started withdrawing. We're told to start withdrawing your funds. Sam got busy and real quickly turned around and created a version 2 of it, a new website for version 2, and set that up. And basically, people were able, within version 1, are able to withdraw up to 80%. The version 2 they created a community wallet tax on deposits that collected funds to cover anything that anybody didn't get in their ROI if they didn't reach their 100%. They had this community wallet from version 2 to actually cover those costs. So now what's going to happen is those V1 holders are now going to be able to claim their missing ROI to bring them to 100% and get their full investment back. So that's one thing. Like they had a problem. They didn't just throw their hands up in the air and walk away. They put their heads down, came up with a solution to try and fix things and make everybody whole. So they did that with the V2 contract. They put that community wallet in place to help out with those that got hurt in the V1. So now V2's out there. V2 is an upgradable contract. The first one was immutable. So the new contract is upgradable. We don't have to worry about things. It's a very solid contract. It's been running great. The thing is that community wallet at this point now has collected enough BNB in it to cover everybody's ROI that they're missing in V1. So this team, I think there was over 1,000 BNB collected in it just the other day. This team could have walked away. They could have taken that money and pulled it out and taken it and done their thing with it. They're not. They're making good on their promise to everybody. They're going to give that to everybody to go and claim their from the community wallet. On top of that, they're shutting down the community wallet. That's 10% of taxes on deposits. That they're shutting it down, and they're having all that money. That's going to go right into the contract now. It's not going to be touchable by the team. They're not going to be able to get anything. They could have said, "Hey, listen, we're going to take this for development. This is going to be marketing." They're turning that project over to the community completely. It's going to be a 100% community project. The team is not going to be profiting off of MDT. So as far as like being greedy, I don't see it from this team. They've done everything they can to stand by their community and fix things for their community when we had that little problem with the V1. They do everything, and I'm in talks with them in the back rooms that they care about their community. They want what's best for everybody. So I said this yesterday in my AMA in MDT. I judge within crypto, it's the Wild West. We don't know devs personally. Okay, so the only thing as an investor that you can do is judge people based on their actions or their history. So at this point, I've seen some history with Tony and Sam. That's what I just explained, how they handle things with MDT, and their actions have shown me that I can have more trust in them. Can I trust them 100%? I can't trust anybody 100%. I can't trust even if the person was sitting next to me. I can't trust them 100%. I said it yesterday. I don't trust anybody. I'm from Philly. I don't trust anybody unless they're sitting right next to me. And then, even then, I don't trust them 100%. The only thing that's good about it, if they're sitting next to me, if they screw me over, I can choke them because they're physically there. Okay? So you always have to, you gauge how much you trust your team. That determines how much risk you're willing to take on that team. If I don't trust a team, I go light on I won't buy in big because my risk level's too high. I don't know anything about the team. I haven't seen anything from them. I don't know how they handle things. Everything I've seen so far from this team has been impressive. So I personally trust them a lot more than any other developers out there. So that's just my personal feelings on it and how I came to that decision on how much I trust these guys. I've seen how they handled the bot protection with the public pre-sale. I know that they were successful with that. I'm pretty positive on the bot protection that's going to happen with the launch. They got a lot of pretty cool schemes going on. A lot of stuff I don't even understand, but it makes sense to them, and I know that they're talking about things in there that are going to be sound pretty effective as far as bot protection for the launch. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of background on how I've come to my feeling on the team. You do your own research, weigh your own risk and everything.
Yep.
And make your decisions. So feel free to go through chats and everything else in the TG, see how things have gone in the past, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Philly, are you here?
I'm sorry, Brian. I unmuted you. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I muted myself, and I was talking into a muted microphone. Go ahead. You're free to speak.
Man, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. First of all, I just want to say this whole crypto ecosystem thing, I'm very, very brand new to it. I only got in it back in February. So there's been a huge learning curve. But Philly, I did want to, because you mentioned it, and I did want to touch on it as far as the MDT V1, V2. That was the first protocol that I got into. And not knowing how this stuff works, I was very skeptical, of course. But I liked what Tony and his team did when the bot happened, or this infiltrator did what he did. He immediately got out there. He said, hey, this is what we know. This is what we're going to do. And it's been seamless. I got right into V2. I'm making money now. It enabled me to get into Piston. Like you said, he's not sitting there next to us, but we have to judge somebody by their actions. I think so far everything that I've seen has been above board. And I hope in this protocol, in this eco, if that's the proper term for it, people need to understand that this is not it is not designed, I don't believe anyway. And if I am wrong, please correct me, because I am very new to this. But what I understand about this is these are types of gains, if you will. I've heard somebody use that term before, to be a long term. This isn't supposed to be a quick hit, get rich, and go on to the next one. These are long term games. I'm 53 years old. I've done my thing, and I'm just trying to set myself up down the road. And so, I don't do a lot of moving and shaking and all that kind of stuff. I'm very interested in this protocol. I'm already bought into the pre-sale on V1. So I was very thankful for that. I have been able to pull out a majority of my funds so far from the V1. I think I'm at 57% or something like that, because you have to let it build up. But other than that, I just wanted to tell Tony, thank you for having the desire and the intuitiveness to put something like this together and put a team together. And I'm really looking forward to this taking off really, really well, and just having fun with it. So thank you much. That's all I got.
Thank you, Brian, for kindly words.
Yeah, Brian, that was really good. I appreciate you taking a minute to talk to us about it and tell us your story. That was good, man. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Since you're new to these systems, I want you to don't be surprised if you're making a lot of money shortly. If this token, if you manage to get into pre-sale or you're getting it early, as this is going to work a little bit different than what MDT is, because if you buy 100 piston now at $3, $6, whatever you get it at launch, If that thing's $30, you're gaining ROI on the number of piston that you hold. Now those piston that you're getting in your ROI are worth a lot more. So there's some good things that can happen to this, happen in systems like this, where it's not as standard with BNB. Like BNB within MDT, you're going to get a certain amount of MDT, or I'm sorry, you're going to get a certain amount of BNB. Now BNB does go up and down, but it's not as volatile as tokens can be. I've seen in other projects where these tokens go from $6 and next thing you know, the thing's up over $150 and it sits there for a while. So these things can be pretty lucrative if you get into them early and you just start compounding.
All right, and I greatly appreciate that. And the other thing was too, and this was said to me by a YouTuber that I was watching his video. I don't know of another protocol that actually, and this is going towards MDT, that actually pays you out in BNB. And that in itself, to me, is impressive. But if this thing, if I hit an X or whatever in a month's time or whatever, I'm not going to be mad at that by no means. But I also know that, I'm thinking 2, 3, 4 years down the road for myself personally. If I was much younger than that, much younger than what I am now, I may be thinking a little bit differently, but no, my strategy, I got to go long term because I'm already at the top and I'm starting to come back down. So anyway, thanks again for all the advice. I appreciate it.
Sure, no problem. And I just want to let you know, so a lot of ways people play this, and this is for everybody. A lot of ways people play these systems, and you called it a game, and that's what they are. That's what people. That's how we refer to these things when you're playing the game of the system. Everybody has their own strategy for the game. So, but a lot of people, what they do is they'll do compound, like they might compound 3 days. In this system like this, where we're going to have manual compounds, you might compound maybe 4 days, and then you do a manual compound or 5 days, and then you do a manual compound and a withdrawal. You do want to be doing withdrawals, have a withdrawal into your schedule that you decide to set up, however many times you want to compound, a manual compound, and then maybe a withdrawal. Okay, you do want to have a withdrawal in there because you don't want to wait until too late to actually start. You do want to start building your actual profits out of this. So you do want to have a withdrawal in there. And that's how these systems, that's what these systems are for. You do want to pay yourself back. So eventually you'll get your ROI out. You'll get your initial investment out at some point. And then at that point, you're playing with house money. So now it's whatever you get out of that system from that point on, once you get your initial investment out, is all profits. So that I just wanted how the gamemanship works with this. A lot of people do that where they have a set schedule. They're going to compound maybe 5 days, and then they're going to do a withdrawal and then manual compound the next day. Things like that. Everybody's going to have their own strategies. I'm sure new ones are going to be coming up. Just look at what people are doing. You can always adjust how you want to play the game later on. So do what you got to do, but that, just so you understand, it's recommended at any time is to take a little bit of profit, like take some of those withdrawals out as you're building up, because you do want to actually, you don't want to wait forever. And I mean, it's smart. It's smart to actually do a little bit of withdrawing as you go along through time, rather than just getting to a point and saying, okay, now I'm going to withdraw endlessly, because it's better to just build it into your scheduled routine. All right. Cisco, you've been sitting there for a little while. Let me try and unmute you again and see if we can get you speaking here. Cisco, you are unmuted.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, man.
All right, perfect. Hey, how's it going? Hello, everyone. Tony and the staff. Obviously, I've been in the chat since day one, and I really appreciate all the work that you guys put in, everyone in the community. So I wanted to kind of shift and give a different perspective. We talk about this ROI dApps, and we talk about the money and stuff like that, but I hope everyone's appreciating the kind of community that we have and we have been building. I know that for me, it has been, it kind of lit a fire under my ass because I've been in crypto for 2 years and I was really getting bored. And when MDT came out, it kind of, I was like, oh, okay, this is, I like Super Saiyans. I like Goku. And then I got to know Piston, and it's just been life changing. It's great to see everyone creating their teams and really passionate about this project. I'm super bullish. I'm super grateful. And for everyone that's on the fence, that's kind of, it's true what you guys are saying, what Philly's saying, what Tony's saying, what a lot of people are saying is that you can only judge this team by its actions. And they have gone above and beyond to help us, to help the community. The announcement of the 20% yesterday was amazing. They didn't have to do that. No one owes you anything. This is crypto, right? You go in with the amount of risk that you're willing to take. But these guys are amazing, and I'm so grateful. I'm so proud to be part of this project, and I hope everyone feels the same. So let's have an amazing launch, and let's freaking go, guys. Congrats. That's all I have to say. Bullish crew out.
Let's go. All right, mic drop on that. This AMA is over. Nah, hey, man, I appreciate the kind words, man. I'm sure Tony's got some stuff to say.
Yeah, baby.
Thanks, Cisco. Thanks.
Yeah, we're hyped, man. I'm so excited for this project. I can't wait to see it go off, man. I think we're with the right team, and like you said, the community is solid. I appreciate everybody. Just want to put a word out to all the team leaders out there, everybody who's been building your teams. Take care of your people. If you're saying you're going to airdrop, whatever you're going to airdrop, whatever you decided, follow through on it. Take care of your people. People looking to join teams. Make sure you're, asking your questions for airdrops and everything. Ask those questions with those people. Everybody I just want to see the positive energy. I want to see it stay positive. Everybody's having a good time and doing their thing with this project. So everybody stay on the up and up, keep everything on board, above board. And, let's just keep it going. I really love this community. Everybody's been pretty positive. I know we've had hiccups here and there, and we work our way through it. So, let's just keep everything positive and moving forward. All right. All magnificent. I am going to unmute you. You're the last hand I see up. Go ahead. You are unmuted. Feel free to ask your question.
Hello. Hey, finally, thanks for letting me have a chance to speak. Thank you guys. You guys have been amazing. I just had a few questions, 2 quick ones actually. I just wanted to know, you mentioned that the website's on launch day, it's gonna launch an hour after PancakeSwap, or is it launching at the same time?
No, that's correct. The website, obviously the website's up right now, but the functionality to enter the race and build your accrue levels, that's going to open up an hour after PancakeSwap has been available, and the token's you've been able to purchase it within PancakeSwap.
Okay, so we can't purchase on the website at launch time, only PancakeSwap?
Yes, you'll only be able to purchase on PancakeSwap for that first hour. It's going to launch on PancakeSwap, and then an hour later, it's going to become the website, the functionality to enter the race and build your crew levels will become active, and also you'll be able to buy the token through the website without the 10% tax.
Okay. Thank you. And my other question was, I was actually in My Diamond Team 1, and I wasn't aware that you said that you guys put aside a wallet for people who didn't get all of their funds. When is that happening, or how do I access that? Or
Okay. Yeah. Well. All right. One thing, if you want to go in to the My Diamond Team Telegram group, I have the AMA from yesterday pinned in there, and you can actually go listen to it if you want. But I will, as far as the community wallet that was set up, that has all the BNB stored in it, enough to cover everybody's missing ROI in V1. They have that already. It's already been collected. and about once, I believe it was 10 days from yesterday, they were estimating people will have withdrawn as much as they can withdraw, their max withdrawals. In about 10 days, everybody will be hitting that point. And if you didn't, it's fine. Whatever you didn't get, as far as your, what you were able to withdraw, the community wallet's going to become available, and you're going to be able to withdraw from that community wallet, the available BNB from that, to bring you to 100%. So everybody's going to get to 100% the 100% ROI on V1.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it. I just want to say you guys are amazing. Keep doing the hard work. This project is amazing. It's going to be 10 times better than Drip, in my opinion, because you see Forks that's launching, they're hitting $40, and they're a direct replica of Drip. So to be honest, Piston's going to go to the moon, and I hope everybody's as bullish as I am. But yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. Yep, take it easy, brother. All right. Oh, got a lot of hands up again. All right. So, hey Tony, how much more time do you have available?
I'm available about half an hour more.
A half hour? Okay. All right. I'm gonna take a few more questions here. All right, John. I can't even. All right, John. You're unmuted. Go ahead and ask your question.
How are you doing? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, so we can hear you.
Oh, I just wanted to ask a question. Like, from what you've said, like it will be available on website 1 hour after launch from PancakeSwap, right?
Correct. Yes, that's right. So PancakeSwap will launch, and then functionality to actually deposit your tokens into the race and buy your crew levels, pick crew levels. That'll all become an hour later.
Oh, I thought like you said, even for those people who got in pre-sale, like they'll have an hour to get the tokens.
Oh, no. So, all right. So as far as claiming pre-sale tokens, the token's going to launch, the contract's going to launch, and then the tokens will be, you'll be able to purchase it on PancakeSwap. After it goes live on PancakeSwap, you will be able to claim your pre-sale tokens.
Cool. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, but on this, that we're gonna have anti-bot measures, so we're gonna have some pauses and stuff. So it wouldn't be a 1 hour difference between these two, between site and PancakeSwap. It will be less.
Okay. All right. All right. Tobbs, you are unmuted. Go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Thank you very much for taking the time to solve questions and doubts and so on. More than a question, I would like to address to the community. Besides, how incredible the project is going so far, how successful, in my opinion, is it's going so far. The one thing is people keep bringing drip and splash and so on, and it's absolutely fair, and I'm not here to shield anything. The only thing I would like for the community specifically is to not make the same mistakes that many other projects made in their Telegram chat, in their community, which at this point, if whoever's in any of those projects that I just mentioned can attest that the community has become slightly toxic. Whether it's a good project or not, that's on everybody to figure it out. So far, Piston administrators have done an amazing job trying to be patient, trying to be helpful. But we got to understand, especially new investors, that you have to put from yourself too. And what I'm trying to say is, do not abuse the kindness of the mods, administrators, because it gets to a point, and I absolutely understand that it's repetitive. Think twice before you get angry and throw in whatever vomit you want to throw in. Just be kind, because the community itself also protects their investments. The community itself also protects the project, and that's what's going to happen. All I can ask for the rest of the guys is just let's try to not make the same mistakes. For the new guys, be careful with what you say. Ask with kind, ask with true intent to know about the project, and not just throw in questions that you're fearful of. This might be a scam. This might be a rug pull. Because little by little, the old timers, I mean, the project is brand new, but eventually some of us will become old timers. It's very easy to get into a defensive mode and start attacking the newcomers with questions like that. So all I would like to say for the people that have been in other projects is that right now we have a great thing, and it's just not up to the admins and the creators and you guys to truly make a good community. It's up to us. So that is the one thing I would love to see. This has an immense potential, 100%. And I am really, really, really glad I got into it this early and not a year after. But I got to say, just community-wise, it's a global effort. It's everyone's effort. If from one part, I could just say the new people or the people that do not know as much as many of us, just ask, but ask with the intent of truly trying to find a real answer and not trying to just bring in a little bit of thought, as is known. And for the people we know a lot, have patience. And if you don't know, and if you don't want to answer anymore, maybe just don't do it. And that is up to us. And that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to congratulate. I think that the admins have done an amazing job so far. I have seen a few people that were not happy with how the pre-sale ended, which I think it was absolutely marvelous. It's just a matter of patience, I guess, and maturity. If you guys had to pause the pre-sale to avoid bots, by all freaking means, I know it's, you wanted to get in the 270, 250, 275 per token, but listen, it's better to have measures that will protect everyone's investment. And if that takes a minute, 2 minutes, if that needs to be postponed, by all means. So you guys have done a great job, and I appreciate it very much. And hopefully we can see a much.
Hey, Tobbs, appreciate those kind words, and you make a great point. I mean, it takes the whole community as a whole, and that includes admins of the group and also our community members. So, I mean, we all gotta work together. And I've seen what you talk about, where a community can go from being all hype and happy and everything to eventually turning into a mess because of the way admins do get tired of answering the same question over and over again. And as a community, we can help out our admins by helping answer questions and taking some of that strain off of them to answering the same question over and over again. If you're there, you see a question asked and you know the answer, by all means, go ahead and help that, answer that person, and then it takes a strain. It helps take a little strain off the admin. I mean, we all help each other out. I'm here right now. I'm here helping out with the AMAs. I mean, I'm just another investor. I'm a community member myself. So, we just gotta, I like what you're saying. Keep it positive. If you need a break, if you're getting frustrated, even if you're a community member and you're getting tired of saying stuff, take a break from it. Come back later. You know what I mean? No, there's no reason to get upset about this stuff. The system's not going nowhere. People will talk. Maybe they ask a question that you don't really like. Best way to handle it is, answer the question as honestly and nicely as you possibly can, because other people are looking at how you handled that. If you go and rip into that person, it doesn't look good for everybody. So yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said right there, Todd. So appreciate you bringing that up.
Hey Phil, can I speak for a minute? Nigel here.
Hey Nigel, there you go, man. What's up?
Hey everybody, how you guys doing? I can see the hype. The hype is insane. It's off the wall, man. It's crazy. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't do anything. It's just insane. Seriously. Just want to say quickly before I get to the main point. I've been in crypto since last April and in DeFi since August. But man, since I've been, in DeFi since August, I've not seen this much hype on any project, literally. Everybody knows about Drip, right? And I was not there at the pre-sale for Drip, so I don't know what the hype was like. But, a lot of clones or forks of Drip have come out before Piston's coming out, right? And I did get into one of them, but man, the hype here is just literally off the wall. It's insane. The community is great. A lot of people help out in the Telegram channels, and I love that. People are making really great teams, and that's great as well. Okay, now 2 things, please. Number 1, first of all, shout out to Baobab Black Sheep. Please check him out. He's in our Telegram channels. He's responsible. Him and his team in Canada are responsible for the front end that everybody loves, right? Everybody loves the front end. He's made that. His team has made that. Everybody, please give him a thanks for that. Second thing, which is really important, he reminded me in the chat to mention this. Let's talk about this for a couple of minutes. This is really important, guys. Scams, okay? I know even if I talk for 2 days about this, people will still get scammed. I wish they didn't, but people will. So please pay attention to what I say. Listen to it later. It's going to be recorded, right? This AMA. Here's how people will scam you, okay? Here's how people will scam you during launch. 1 hour before launch, 1 day before launch, after launch. You will receive DMs, right, from random people who will imitate my name, my profile, Tony's name and profile, and Sam's and Philly's even, right? Everybody's, right? All the known people. They will say, oh, here's the contract address, right? Or there will be different names. They don't have to be our names, right? They'll say, oh, here's the launch of the token on PancakeSwap. They'll have these fancy images and it will look all official. It's going to look very official. They'll have a contract address there. Do not use it. Do not use it. It's going to be a honeypot or a rug, okay? They will take your money and run away with it. That's number 1. But hey, if you lose $400, it's maybe not that a huge deal for many people, but there are worse scams out there, right? So they could send you a link saying you have to verify your wallet before you can take part in the pre-sale, or I know pre-sales are over, but some people don't even know that, or the launch, right? You will go to the link, you'll enter your seed phrase because that's what they ask for, then they drain your wallet. So please, if you get a DM from anybody other than the admins, and first of all, we don't DM anybody, right? You guys know that. If you want to ask a question, you DM us. But here's the thing, when you put a question in the chat groups, right? The scammers are looking, they're watching. Then they DM you pretending to be us. So please do not fall for anything like that. Another scam would be these scammers will set up whole Telegram groups with thousands of people in them, which are just bots. These groups will look official. They will copy our logos. They will copy our names, everything. And if you don't know our official channels, right, just go to the website. Because if you end up joining one of these wrong, scam channels and you think you're in the real one, they will be sending you scam contract addresses, right? And that's another way they can scam you. So please do not just do a global search for piston-token Telegram channel. You'll get multiple channels. I don't know if you get multiple channels now or not. Eventually you will. Go to the website. Okay, that's how you get the official social media accounts for the Piston token or MDT. So please, guys, do not fall for these scams. I saw people get scammed during the pre-sale just a few days ago. Someone set up a pre-sale on Pink Sale. I'm not even sure it was a real Pink Sale website. I think it was a copycat of Pink Sale. And these people collected 400 BNB. 400 BNB, guys, that's a lot of money, okay? And they ran away with it, obviously. And then there were people posting in the Telegram channel saying, but I put my money there, but my friend sent me that link. How can she do that to me? She wouldn't do that to me. Look, your friend didn't know either, okay? It was literally, this is what this guy was saying. So guys, please don't fall for these things. If you get a contract address from anywhere other than our official channels or the website, it is a scam, guaranteed. If someone sends you a DM, whether it's me or someone else, saying, here's the contract address, do not use it. If you're not sure about it, DM us, please. We will reply. But if we DM you, that's not us, okay? That's a scammer pretending to be us. It really pains me to see how much money people lose millions of dollars are lost to scams every single day, not year, every single day. Gullible people falling for these scams. Please, guys, just be careful, okay? Tell this to your friends, tell this to your dogs, tell this to your grandmas. I don't care. Tell them not to fall for these scams, okay? Don't send, addresses to people, contract addresses, okay? You might get blocked, okay, because someone might think you're a scammer. So if people are asking in the group, hey, what's the contract address? Don't DM them, okay? Just point them to the website, point them to the exact pinned post, okay? So guys, help out people, but also be careful. Don't fall for these scams. So I just wanted to say that because I see people falling for scams day in and day out since August, and it's just so painful. And, there are people pretending to be us right now, getting DM, and people are getting DMs from them with our profile. But of course, it's not us, right? They copy everything. So guys, please be careful. False Telegram channels, scam Telegram channels, scam contract addresses, scam, admins pretending to be us, right? Scam people pretending to be admins, scam website setup, scam pre-sales going on. Just there's so many things. So guys, please be careful. I just wanted to say that. And I hope this will reduce the number of people who fall for scams. I know in the end we can't protect everybody, but I just hope people will listen to this and follow up on that. So I just wanted to say that. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Nigel, that was great, man. Great words, great, information for everybody. Please protect yourselves. We do not want to see anybody get scammed. Everybody works too hard for their money. We don't want to see you lose money to these scammers. They've hurt this area, environment that we're here to make money, and they're in here taking advantage of people left and right all the time. Again, it goes, do not trust anybody. Take these precautions that Nigel just said. I want to add to the precautions that you can start taking now before we even get to launch day. Go into your settings and set it, look for where it says that people can add you to a group. Make sure you set that to contacts only so that random people can't add you to a group, because like Nigel said, they're going to set up piston-token groups out there for people, and they're just going to try and add people. And if you don't have that set to just your contacts, that group's going to show up in your group list. Now you're not going to be sure which one's the real one and which one's not. So to help out with that part of it, I recommend everybody go look at their TG group channels and right click on Piston now, and you'll see the option to pin that. That group will always be at the top of your groups. Okay. So go ahead and do that. That way you got Piston right there at the top. You don't have to go searching for it and end up in a situation if maybe you didn't have that setting set up and somebody put one of these scam channels in your thing. Okay, so go ahead and protect yourselves. I don't want to see anybody get scammed either. I hate seeing it. We're not going to be sending you links for airdrops or things like that. Another project recently, they were sending out airdrop DMs where, hey, click this link, connect to this website. For your chance for these free airdrops, you got to get in there quick and claim them. Well, you connected to that website and they took everybody's tokens out of their wallets and sold them. So got to be really careful. You got to protect yourselves. If it sounds too good to be true, it most likely is. Just check the main TG. Ask the questions in there. When you get an answer, if it's something that you're not sure about, and make sure you see the admin tag on the person's account. Somebody could create just like Nigel was saying, they could create an account that looks just like Nigel. Well, guess what? They could answer you within the main Telegram chat. And if we're not there, if there's not an admin on looking at it right then, you might think you're talking to Nigel. You need to make sure that they have that admin tag or one of the tag, whatever their tag has been added to them within the group, that it says that on the right-hand corner of their name, okay? So just be careful, protect yourself. Make sure you're looking at the pinned messages. Anything that's important is going to be up there pinned. So, okay? Thanks, Nigel. I appreciate you taking the time to, help out the community and protect them. All right. does not look like I see any more questions. I know we're running low on time, so I'll take one more question. Defy Rebel, you're going to be the last question today. We'll try and have another AMA in the near future. I'll talk to Tony offline, and we'll try and figure out when the next best time is that we can all get together and set up the next AMA. All right, so Defy Rebel, you've been unmuted. Go ahead and ask your question, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Quick question. Just wanted to see what the thought was for regards to Pancake Swap versus PooCoin. And, I know you mentioned about anti-botting with Pancake Swap, but with Poo, you can do the auto slippage, right? So just wanted to see what the team thought about that. Thanks.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any problems with you buying through PooCoin, because PooCoin actually still interacts with the Pancake Swap routers, so you shouldn't have any issues going through PooCoin either. Tony, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just speaking from my own personal knowledge of how PooCoin works, but maybe you guys got something up your sleeves. I don't know.
No, it is practically extension of Pancake Swap.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, so you shouldn't have any problems there, Defy.
Appreciate it, boys. Look, let's go, right? I'm fired up, boys. Let's to the moon.
Heck yeah.
No.
Heck yeah.
To the Mars.
Yeah, who would have thought we would be saying let's get rid of the weekend. I'm ready for the weekend to be over. I'm ready for Sunday.
I know. This is well, you know what? It's giving me time. I got some videos to work on and stuff like that. So it's giving me a little bit of time to get some of this stuff done. So I'm ready to go though, man. I'm hyped.
Appreciate all you guys are doing. Keep up the good work, boys, and let's go.
Hey, let's go.
Thanks.
All right, guys. So, all right, everybody, we're gonna call this AMA here, and call it a day with the AMA. I'll talk to Tony offline, and we'll see if he's gonna have time to fit another one in before launch day. Obviously, I'm sure we will. It's just with the weekend, I got to make sure that schedules work out and everything like that. And then obviously on launch day, we'll be in here live, talking and being ready. We'll probably open up early to answer any questions, and we'll be online, as much as possible on launch day. Okay, so Tony, did you have any closing words you wanted to say or anything?
No, I think that you say all, and guys, I just want to say to you, be careful, and I wish you that you buy on good price, and that we all go on travel to the Mars together.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Tony. All right. Yep. And everybody, please protect yourselves. Well, at some point today, I'm gonna write up something, about protections and things like that. Kind of follow up with what Nigel said, and we'll get it pinned in there, and we'll just keep sending that out, because right now, let's get a jump start, because we know what's going to happen on launch day. We're going to have the bot attacks on the TG. All kinds of stuff's going to be happening. So it's going to be the Wild West. So I want to make sure we're giving everybody a heads up ahead of time of how they can protect themselves and what to look for and what not to do and everything else. So I'll write up something that'll at some point today or tonight. And that way we get it up there before all the attacks start. All right, so that's it for today. I'm hype. I hope everybody else is. I'm looking forward to things, and like I said, we'll post the next AMA. You'll see a countdown for it as soon as me and Tony can figure out when our schedules line up, and maybe one of the other admins in the group. If I'm not able to do it, maybe somebody else can step in. So we'll figure that out, and we'll post an AMA countdown within the chat. All right, everybody, take it easy. Have a good rest of your day, and I hope everybody got their questions answered today, man. All right, let's go. Take it easy.
Thanks, Philly.
No problem, bro.
Really appreciate this, guys. Philly did a very good job, isn't it? Very good job. Thanks once again, Philly, for helping the team.
No problem, bro. Hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help out, man. All right, take it easy, everybody.
Okay.
Have
Bye.
a good one, boys.
All right, so long.